Facts.
If I could put tidy whiteys and make $1 million,
Tidy white.
on OnlyFans, I'm doing it.
Bro, what if people want to see just one sack? Like, you wouldn't do it?
I'm doing it. What?
Absolutely.
$1 million in 6 hours? You want
un grano.
Yo.
So Prolongs made this?
Yeah, but we back. You heard me? We back with the
back one of them. Did you fill it up with water so your parents wouldn't find out?
My parents, nah. This is out. Yo, this was tough to open, yo.
You know what I had over this weekend? I had the Truly iced tea ones. Them just good.
I never had that.
The 100 calories, just like a Truly.
Okay. That's pretty cool. That's pretty good. I was actually gonna ask you guys, how was your weekend?
I played some baseball.
Okay. Wow. First time in a long time?
Yeah.
Dope. How was that?
Yeah, how was it?
How was that?
Ass, bro. Like, honestly, I've realized the necessity for cleats. Because every time I threw the ball, you know how you plant your feet? My knee hurt at the end of that. And I was like, why the hell does my knee hurt? And it's because you ain't got... I'm old. I ain't got no cleats on. My whole arm was hurting. I only threw for like 30 minutes.
How was your... Did you hit? How did you do good?
Oh yeah, I swung a bat. That shit was heavy. I barely did that. I was like, yo, bro, for real, like. And it was a regulation bat. It was only 34 inches. Pause.
That sounds fun. I haven't been out in a minute. I haven't been out to like being active, playing any sports. I haven't done that in a while.
Well, you suck. So
better than you. I gotta get out there. Danny, how was your weekend? You do anything crazy?
I didn't do anything crazy. I went
anything out. Noteworthy?
Not really. I just went out with my sister. We went out to get some crab legs and seafood. That was fire. It was in North. That's fire.
That payday.
Let me check my phone. See if I got an invite to that.
I didn't get an invite to play baseball, so that's crazy.
I get the invites to the shitty stuff. Like, hey, you want to go to Top Golf? Like, no, I want to do seafood boil though.
Top Golf is dope.
Yeah, I don't know. It's dope.
Yeah, seafood boil is doper. Like,
that's true. Crab boil is definitely better.
Bro, it was fire, bro. That food is finger licking,
exquisite.
Wait, can you do one more time?
Nah, I'm good. What are you doing? What are you saying, Christian?
We hit a bar last night. Actually, we didn't go to bed till like 4 a.m.
Ooh,
and it's dope. The bar was dope as hell. It was COVID central, but the bar was dope as fuck. It felt like the whole bar was outside, kind of, but.
Oh yeah, you called me at like 5 a.m. I barely remember.
Yo, they called me too. I'm like, yo, 5 a.m.
I picked up because I'm a good friend.
You heard?
I'm sleeping. I'm sorry.
No, you gotta get up. Like, I could have been in dire need. I could have needed you to take a flight. Yep.
Catch flights, not feelings.
Come on. Know what I mean? Yo, welcome to episode 7 of From the Chat podcast. My name's Christian. We got my boy Danny G. And Steven's back with the mask.
Yeah.
Steven, aka give me another week.
I need a couple more weeks for the facial hair to come back.
Steven, give me another week. Yo, if you're listening to this in the morning, right? We drop Monday mornings. So if you're listening to this in the morning, your commute, we fuck with y'all. If you listen to this when you get off of work, I mean, we fuck with y'all too. If you listen to it, we fuck with y'all. If you don't have a traditional 9 to 5, you entrepreneur, y'all here getting it, we fuck with y'all too. If you're entrepreneur, the check will come, the deal will come, the house will become available.
What's the end goal for an entrepreneur? Like,
there is no end goal. I think for entrepreneur, you just keep going.
It's all about the money.
I think it's about the chase journey, creating businesses, selling businesses. You just keep on. Just keep going.
I guess
That's a fact.
so. There's never enough paper.
Your kids got to be good. You heard?
You know what I mean? Generations.
Unless the earth.
Which I kind of want to get into a little bit later. We can get into that kind of money, happiness conversation.
Fact.
How you feeling, fellas? I know we just caught up a little bit, but how you feeling today? You feeling good?
I feel good.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I did my taxes today. Now I think about it. I thought I was gonna do the old IRS.
Yo, every week, then you got something new. Yo, it's last week. What was it? You went full time, or was that 2 weeks ago? You doing your taxes
I
now?
forgot what I did. What did I do last year? I don't remember.
You're like an ex-convict that just came out of jail, and you're doing better for yourself.
Music. Yo, we just gotta elevate.
That's it. I haven't even done my taxes, even a G.
I haven't done my taxes.
You
haven't done my taxes for 2 years.
May 15th, right? Or April 15th. I don't know, but there's a deadline somewhere.
I gotta go do that shit soon. We're gonna start off like we always do with some fan submitted topics. They hit the group chats.
Shout out
they
to
was talking on the group chats. Where I was saying, yo, the people that just got off of work that listen to us, thank you for joining the group chat. You know, if you're on your way to work, thank you for joining the group chat. You know, if you're listening, fuck it. Thank you for joining the group chat. We here to talk shit with y'all again today. Danny, hit us with some group chat topics.
All right, group chat submissions. We got what's your views on weddings and marriages? I think Christian, you had a friend or something.
So yeah. So
Recently.
ironically, I have a friend, 2 friends that actually eloped and got married in Colorado. So they skipped the whole wedding. They just got married, them too. They went to Colorado. They went to the courthouse, got married. They took a bunch of pictures. Like they had it's like a whole package. You can go take pictures like in the mountains and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And the pictures that I've seen so far, they look amazing. You know, and so I'll pose y'all the question. What do you think? What do you think about that? About skipping the wedding and kind of just getting married, you and your partner, and you know, kind of taking photos and all that stuff. How you feel?
I think it's kind of fire. One, because like Corona season is still upon us. And 2, it was kind of like a fuck it, let's just get up and go and do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we out Colorado, get our own, skip all the catering and all the other BS that comes. Not BS, but like expenses, I guess.
Nah, yeah. For me, it's a flex. Like if me and my guys looking fly as hell out there, that's what it means. That's what it is. Okay, obviously there's part of getting married to the love of your life, but it's still dope as hell to go out there with your boys and look fly as hell. That's like. For me, y'all know me. I like to flex for no fucking reason.
I have fun at
that's definitely a flex.
Our boys' wedding was fire.
Yeah, well, we all had Jeremy in the group chat.
Yeah.
I kind of like see. I don't say I can see both ways, but I can kind of see like if you don't want to spend all that money on a wedding, if you don't want to spend 20,000 on a wedding, and you want to spend 3 on eloping, or however that much that costs, like find a destination, elope, get married, and like honeymoon there at the destination. I feel like, you know, that's the logical, not logical, but like financially, like say you saving that money and using that to either invest or buy a house or you do whatever, it just makes more sense than having a big wedding and half of those people don't really even care about your marriage. They just want to come to this party, you know?
They just there for the food and the drinks.
I mean, that makes sense, but to me, there's a ton of memories to make at a wedding. You know what I'm saying? You got your mom there. You got the dance with her. Obviously, your partner, if she has her father, would have the father-daughter dance.
So I think what attracts me to like having a big wedding is that I like having my entire family in one place.
True.
You know, that's always a vibe. I mean, I think I can speak from like a Hispanic point of view. Like when we have parties and our whole family is together, and the older that we get, the less that happens. You know, so like if we can recreate that kind of like the nostalgic kind of childhood memories of having your entire family together, I think that's a big upside. You know, also you're like you say, you only have your grandparents for so long. You know, so to have all them together and get those photos in and all that memories. Maybe for some people that might be worth, you know, more than 25,000. However, your budget is for your wedding might be worth more than that.
I feel like for me being Hispanic, I would prefer the whole full on wedding and stuff. But I mean, I'm not opposed to doing it the other way as well. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, I have probably around 40 to 50 first cousins. This is going to hurt my pockets having a wedding.
Steve's gonna spend.
All right, so just go to Colorado and get married.
Hell no, bro. I would still want them all there.
That's a party. That's a party.
Take them all over there. Oh, what about like maybe like if you're getting married, like you get like the groom takes their group chat, and then the bride takes their group chat, and y'all just dip somewhere like destination. Like you don't even invite mad people. They were all your friends.
I think that would be more for like a bachelor party or like that. That'd be fire.
I wouldn't call it my wedding. Like my mom has to be there. You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
Yeah,
I feel you. I guess the answer to this is it just depends on kind of your situation, because maybe you're somebody who doesn't have that big of a family, and maybe your family is your friends. So
yeah,
it kind of just depends.
Like the orphan from a couple episodes ago.
Like the orphan, like Batman. Yeah, the orphan. She didn't have no family, so maybe for her it makes sense. Like, yo, let's just dip. You know, let's elope. Let's go to Colombia or something. You know?
All right. So wait, I got a question. So if you're like significant others, like, oh, let's just do the friends one, right? Like your group chat, my group chat. Do you add your mother to the group chat? Do you invite her to that outgoing, to that party?
I don't think so.
If everybody that's going is just us, it's just my peers.
Nah,
because once you start, if I invite my mom, then that's gonna be a domino effect. I gotta start inviting more other. I gotta invite my tias, you know, my aunts. I gotta start. You know what I mean? Inviting my mom is gonna be a domino effect that's gonna make it a 200-person wedding. You know?
Nah, but I would do it for like a bachelor party type of thing. Like I would do that. That'd be fire. That'd be dope.
Like your girl takes her group chat and goes wherever, and then you take your group chat, go wherever.
Yeah, but as far as the wedding goes, I'd want like as much people or family as possible, family and friends. Should we get on that? Yeah. Anything else you want to say?
Yeah. I think we're going that. Yeah. What's the next one?
Right, the next fan submitted topic is who cheats more, men or women?
Dun, dun, dun.
I mean, I feel like Dominican men just don't cheat, so I feel like that statistically lowers the men.
Let's take them out of it. Let's take them out of it. Let's take them out of it.
Nah, for real. I'm gonna go with men. Honestly,
men cheat more.
Yeah.
Why you think, Steven?
I don't know. Like, I feel like men are So I want to say for our generation, because I know things are changing and stuff like that, but we're brought up to not be emotional, to just be fucking. Also, your dad's always like, oh, get her, have two girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? Well, for our culture, shit like that. So I feel like that's just not excusable. But that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was definitely what the kids call it, toxic masculinity. Growing up,
yeah,
that father son kind of relationship's always been toxic masculinity. You know what I think? Those stats where it's like if the stats came out that men cheat more than women, it's like that stat is only true because women don't admit it. You know what I mean? Because like women are better at lying, or in the survey, women are not as honest. So like kind of that stat kind of gets thrown out the window. I think maybe this can be one of those scenarios where the consensus are that men cheat more, but in reality, it can be women. Maybe it'll be like age group. Maybe like men cheat more from their teens to 30s to mid 30s, and then women cheat more from the mid 30s and on, type of thing.
Or maybe a better question would be, who's better at cheating, men or women?
Women. I would have to go women.
I feel like they just know how to cheat. They know how to hide it better. Like us, man, we dumb. Like we just be like, fuck it.
and also like
not us three. Like I'm saying, just men in general.
You just be like, I'm going to Walgreens at 4:30 in the morning. Like you come back 2 hours later. Like
I want some Snickers. Like
or like a long ass line.
or like it's 2 a.m. and Walgreens is texting you like, yo, you up?
Yo, Pizza Hut, like,
Yeah.
that's funny.
Domino's
Yeah, nah.
Domino's Pizza saying, yo, you tore my shit up yesterday.
Yo, is that mug have a C on it?
This is special edition chat mugs.
Oh, I feel you. I feel you.
Special edition chat mugs. Link in bio if you want to buy some chat mugs.
Damn.
And champagne.
And champagne.
We switched from rosé to regular.
Then they put freaking iced tea in.
I just popped it on the pot. Like
you could put it back in.
Yeah. There's no way you put that shit back in.
Bro, you can put the boop back in. Put that back in.
There's the cork.
Yeah. That's not funny. If you like Bel Air, then you'll like the From the Chat podcast champagne. You'll really like it.
You'll really like it. But I think women are better cheaters.
Mm-hmm.
Cause men are more like, we cheat because we bored and shit. But women are more like, like emotionally attached. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So what you're saying is the quality of the cheater, women are better. They just have a higher quality at cheating. You know, they can hide it better. That's what you're saying. And then the quantity is men. They just cheat more.
Yo, what's worse for you, an emotional cheat or like I'm bored or like it was there kind of cheat? Are you saying like men? The consensus with men is that they don't really cheat because they love somebody. They just cheat because it's sex, right? Like for the moment kind of thing.
Like like eating a chicken sandwich every day.
Oh my god!
Here we go.
Steven's analogy
or the burger. Wasn't it a burger or something?
This is an inside joke.
Yeah,
it's an inside joke.
If you have a chicken sandwich every day, you're gonna want a burger maybe once a year. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And it doesn't mean you don't love the chicken sandwich.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Bro, it doesn't mean you don't love it. Just sometimes you're like, I just had this chicken sandwich in 40 different positions. I want a cheeseburger today.
40 positions, that's crazy.
Oh my god. I was going somewhere. Steven threw me off with his chicken sandwich.
Bro, that's
you asked like what was worse, the emotional cheat or
or I mean like the
what will hurt you most?
The emotional one.
Yeah, definitely emotional
cheat. Yeah. Oh wait, let me see. So it'll hurt you most if she cheats on you with somebody she like really cares about or she really likes, or she cheats on you with some regular dough. I think I might be hurt more if she cheats on me with just your average Joe out there versus somebody like that she fell in love with. Because at the end of the day, when time goes on, I can live with the fact that my girlfriend at the time cheated on me, and now she's like married to this guy, or like now they've been together for 7 years, kind of thing.
I guess you're making sense.
Because
I make sense.
I've spoken to some of our friends, some of our chat mates, about women they've dated in the past that are now with other people, and Steven, why you always like trying to insinuate? Steven always be trying to insinuate something with his eyes, laughing.
Bro, take your mask off, bro. We gotta see you, bro. Like,
no.
So I've spoken to friends of ours whose girl moved on to somebody else, and maybe they didn't necessarily cheat, but they broke up. Yeah, but they broke up, and now they're with somebody else, and now they're like have a baby, and they're like engaged, and they're married. Like, you have to chop that up and be like, all right,
Steven's still laughing, bro.
Steven's crying right now,
bro. This is fucking. Right, come on, Steven, get it together, bro.
But back to my point, you have to be like happy for that person, right? Like it wasn't meant to be you. Like the next person that she left you for is now married with kids.
I don't have to be happy. Fuck, you cheated on me. You suck a dick.
No, I'm saying even if she didn't cheat on you, like she broke up with you and she moved on to the next guy. And then now that's the love of her life.
Oh, that's different.
You can't be mad at that. I mean,
I can, but
nah, man, that's my fucking baby.
She's gonna have a 10-year-old son, and you're gonna be like, nah, yo, that's my fucking girl.
That's my fucking baby.
No, versus she just cheats on you with some random guy. That's gonna make me feel like I ain't shit. That's gonna be more of an ego hit to me.
Yeah, it makes you feel like you weren't enough.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn soft. Like that makes me soft.
Is it
Nah,
I wasn't enough.
my fucking baby?
nah.
That's bad for yo. Moving on. Before we
Before Christian starts crying,
before we get into trauma central.
before Christian brings up his dad and starts crying.
Exactly.
Yo, another one was do you do you think everyone needs a whole phase, and when does it end? So men and women, do you think you just gotta let it all out and then settle down, or
Nah, I don't think there's such thing as a whole phase.
I think people use that as an excuse to be a whore.
damn, I was gonna say the same thing.
I think people just use this. Oh, I need a whole phase, or I'm in my whole phase as like an excuse to suck mad dick.
They're just
Like-
out here fucking
Like yo, just
looking like a toaster strudel out there.
just
Looking
talking
like
about a whole phase. Like it's not a whole phase. You just out here fucking, and that's okay. Like
stuff like a Twinkie. You're
yeah, like girls can fuck, guys can fuck. Like that's that's okay. You don't gotta label it as a whole phase.
that's true, bro. If you just like to fuck, just do you,
Just
fam.
do it. There's no problem. And I'm not calling you a whore because you like to fuck. I'm calling you a whore because it's funny. You know
Yeah,
what I
like
mean?
Steven has like 1,000+ bodies. We don't judge him. Like
How many?
1,000+, right?
No.
Bro,
Yo,
you went through your whore phase. You feel me? 1,000+, and you good.
Yo,
bro. You feel me?
yo,
Nah,
You're looking for a
nah,
queen,
nah.
you're-
Yo, don't put
I'm
that
not.
don't put that on my boy Steven. He's still out here in the game, bro. He's still out here.
Nah,
on my
first off,
boy.
these false ass claims. I'm not
These
fucking with.
narratives. Propaganda.
Yo,
Yeah.
that's funny.
Yo,
Alright.
I'm mad as fuck Steven's doing a whole podcast with a fucking mask on.
Yeah, like nobody's in
This
his
is-
room. Nobody got
this is-
COVID. Like,
Fucking Democrat.
No. The accurate term would be liberal.
Liberal.
oh, that's funny.
No, libtard.
Oh my goodness. What was the second part of that question? Does everybody need the whole phase?
when does it end?
If you do have a whole phase, I don't think
Yo,
there's a time.
Yo, your whole phase in quotation ends when you get a relationship with somebody. That's it.
I don't think so.
Go ahead, tell me.
Yeah,
Listen, first of all, I don't think people have whole phase. People think they're just
Yeah,
fucking until they find the one person they want to just keep
Yeah,
fucking.
I'm using whole phase because that's what they're calling you just being a regular person.
Okay.
You know, they're labeling it a whole phase. Maybe to not make yourself seem bad for like just having casual sex. Like having casual sex is normal. It's fine. Like you don't have to call yourself a hoe or label it a whole phase because you're fucking out here fucking.
Yeah, but do you think people go through like such an emotional wreck or trauma? They're just like they use the whole phase to cover up and run from this trauma.
Okay, so if we're talking about people, men and women, or trans or fluid or all the other ones, if we're saying that these people are using sex to run away from some trauma, then that's a different conversation. Like some people, maybe they're insecure, right? Maybe they have experiences or traumatic experiences that they're insecure, and to feel validated, they have sex and they have a lot of sex to feel validated because they're not secure themselves.
Yeah,
That's a whole
like
different.
Danny.
That's a whole. Yeah. Oh,
My fault. Anyway, continue.
What were you gonna say?
I said like Danny. Oh shit! Fuck.
That's a different conversation. So that does exist. Like people going through, like they just got out of a relationship. Maybe they just got out of a really long relationship and they feel like they need to fuck mad people.
Fuck
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
out here just fucking.
Fucking. Yeah, we can move on. We can move on from that.
What's a condom? But all right, so
I think that's a different language. I don't know. What did you say?
I don't know. Condone? I don't condone or whatever. Anywho, have y'all ever done psychedelics or mushrooms?
Oof.
Nah.
Talk to me, guys.
I would do shrooms, but
I would try. I never done psychedelics or shrooms, but I know a lot of people who've done, including family members, and they said that it's good. It's a good experience as long as you're with people that could take care of you just in case anything goes wrong, and you have to be in the right positive mindset and environment before you
I
take
hear
it.
that.
Now you're gonna be like
yeah.
get a bad trip, crazy bad trip. So
Yeah, I hear that. I've heard that a lot. That you need to be in a good mood and around good people because that contributes to your trip. Would be interested in doing something like that. My
I would
only
try it.
my only hang up is that I would want it to be safe. Like I wouldn't trust getting something like that from just some dude on the street or like just I don't know. I just there's something about kind of getting drugs like that just from anybody
Yeah, nah.
How do you
that kind of
how
makes
do you
me
think you would
uncomfortable.
react?
How I think I would react? I
think
think
I'll die laughing, bro. I'll be like, yo, this is a fucking flying giraffe in this bitch. Like,
I
I don't
think
know. I think it'd be fun.
I think it'll be definitely fun, but like if you're doing shrooms and shit, I think it'll just definitely be fun and enjoyable. However, I think I'm interested in ayahuasca.
Yeah, I want to try that.
And I think ayahuasca is gonna be a different kind of cathartic experience,
Yeah.
right? Kind of healing, kind of self-care, kind of drug versus shrooms like you're having fun and stuff. And then it's like ayahuasca will be more like kind of going to therapy with yourself.
Yeah.
So and I'm interested in doing that. I'm interested in doing ayahuasca and kind of doing some self-healing. And I think on that I would be very like observant and trying to figure out what everything means that I'm seeing, things like that.
Is
I'm
it
done to that.
is it ayahuasca where
Wait,
people you go ahead,
hold on. Danny, where you from? You Dominican and what?
Peruvian?
Steven, this whole time
You had the plug?
we had the plug, and my boy did not say,
Yeah.
let's fly down to some family
You
members'
feel
house in
me?
Peru. Like they got all the ayahuasca over there. Like
You gotta travel in the jungle
that's
and shit to
crazy.
get that. You
Like
can't just fucking
I thought we were friends. I thought us and Dan. I thought Danny was our friend.
bro.
I thought we were really good friends.
Yeah, my broskies, bro.
That's crazy.
Can- can we-
He didn't offer us ayahuasca. He didn't offer us fucking guinea pigs. None of that shit, bro.
Wait,
For
can
the
we drive
record,
there?
What is that?
Because I'm not
Drive
to Peru. Because I'm not flying, dog.
no, it's a 7-hour flight. It's not that bad.
Oh,
Just-
7 hours. That's
just
not
take-
too bad.
You
Ju-
put
just
some
take-
movies on, you be like,
Yeah, just take a shroom.
I'll
You
pull-
go.
Yeah,
yeah.
I wouldn't even like. I know myself well enough that because like how you said before, Shrooms would be more like to like have fun and shit like that.
Nah,
Y'all
he
seen
would
me-
have a
y'all-
bad trip because
Y'all seen me fucking hammered, and I'm always fucking wilding. So off of Shrooms, I'd probably be bugging the fuck out too.
yeah, nah, 7-hour trip.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. You turn on the From the Chat podcast, 2 episodes.
That's
You be
it.
alright, you be there. Like
That's it. Yo, if y'all planning on taking a trip, just make sure you download 2 episodes. You know what I mean?
2 or 3. From,
2 or 3. Download all of them. You never know which one you want to watch. You know what I mean?
but was it ayahuasca where the people do it to to like quit like doing drugs and stuff like that, like quit
Yeah. So like
addiction and stuff like that,
people that have like bad addictions, they'll do that and it helps them quit.
or is it like the frog?
People who are depressed, people who are like have like severe depression, some of them do
Mhm.
that, and there's claims that it helps them kind of deal with the depression.
Mhm.
The one thing is people that are schizophrenic, they tell them not to do it.
Yeah,
Oh, that's crazy.
Tell them not to do that.
That's,
So,
excuse
but the thing I like about ayahuasca, from what I'm hearing, is it's like you're going to
is this illegal?
It's not illegal.
in the U.S.
In the U.S., there's I believe there's a state that has like kind of like I don't say a church, but kind of like a center that you can take ayahuasca with everybody. There's
Bro,
somewhere
we
in
can
the
go to
US you
Oregon and just do H.
Triple H.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Stephen, he was like, "Yo, let's go to Oregon and get fucking
Like,
heroin." No,
I'm good, man.
I'm
You got it.
I'm
Yo, but you
definitely
should
good.
go and try it and just let me know how it goes. Give me
I've seen plenty. I've seen plenty of patients. I'm good. Anyway,
Yelp review.
because I was about to Google where I could buy some ayahuasca. I was like, wait, is it even legal?
So that's the thing that what I like about ayahuasca is like it's a center that you can go to, and you have like a shaman. You have people that
Like
are they're watching you, and they're going through it with you, versus like you just taking something and bugging out in the middle of the street. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah. That sounds like a better idea.
So Danny, call some family members, get the plug, get the connect.
Nah, we'll
We'll take a group chat trip to Peru.
Ooh, what a
chat.
time.
We'll go with all the boys because we all have daddy issues. We'll go. say we'll do some healing, and then we'll come back. We'll talk about it.
For the
Get
record,
lost.
I never ate guinea pig. By the way, I've only eaten rabbit. It's like the most crazy thing, and it tastes just like chicken. That was fire, bro.
What's the most out of the ordinary like for you meat that you've had?
It'd probably be rabbit, yeah, for me.
Rabbit, rabbit, bro.
Yeah, I mean, look, wait,
I would feel like chivo, like goat, is a little more out of the ordinary than like a rabbit.
nah, there's no way.
Well,
People eat goat to you all the time.
Because like for
Yeah.
us it's normal, but like you think if you talk to like the average American,
Yeah. I feel
Nah,
like
but
it's
compared
normal
to a
for them
rabbit,
too.
you
I
think
feel like
goats.
rabbits are made into like pets and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Or you see them running around the prairie and shit like that. But like I don't think Americans would be like, oh, un conejo and eat that shit. Because I know you eat it in DR too.
No, okay.
I mean, the weirdest one for me is ducks. I know people eat it here too, and they go duck hunting. But it's just
duck
like
is good.
I had duck
I don't like
wings.
duck.
I had duck wings the other day.
I've had
Not
that
the
too.
other day, like a few months ago.
I had duck tacos. Duck quesadilla. I mean, fire.
I don't like the meat on duck. It's like fucking you gotta chew for days, bro.
I thought it was good. I thought that was good. I've had duck. I've had I have deer.
Have you had liver?
I've had a liver. Yeah, I had a liver. I had growing up. My mom always made some liver. I never liked it.
Me neither. I learned to just bathe it in ketchup and just deal with it.
my mom thought she was slick. She used to like it used to look just like the steak with the onions in it.
Liver.
Yeah.
Oh no, second.
It used to look just like that, and I was like, "Oh, it's lit. We got steak tonight." And I took a bite, and
You thought
that's where my trust issues started.
that's what, yo, my grandma was like, yo, try this chicken. This is banging. So I'm eating. I'm like, yo, this ain't fucking chicken, bro. Fuck out of here. She tried playing me like, yo, it's mad good chicken. I was like, nah, bro, this is something else. And then they told me it was rabbit.
Wait.
They told me it was rabbit.
Does your family make chivo with rum?
My family does it with beer.
Either with beer.
My family.
Oh no, yeah, they do
the
both.
beer.
Either or. I mean,
Yeah,
No, my family does it with rum. Never done it with beer.
yeah. They throw a Corona, COVID-19. They throw a little Corona in it. They'll like clean it in many different ways, and then they'll throw a Corona in it while they're cooking it.
all right. So
Getting back to the task at hand.
Yeah, back to the task at hand. We have one more. Would you allow your kid to make an OnlyFans? What y'all thoughts? For me, if it's my son,
Wait.
what happened?
They're obviously 18 or older, correct?
Yeah.
All right, so I mean,
why would
I don't know. I don't know the rules of OnlyFans, bro, or what the fuck. But for me, like, but the question is no longer like, would I allow them? It's not up to me anymore. They're fucking 18.
The question is how would you feel? What are your opinions on your child who just turned 18 starting OnlyFans?
How much they getting paid and how much rent I'm gonna charge them. That's all I give a fuck about. It's their life. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
We don't have kids, so we can't really delve too deep in this, I guess.
This is true. You know what I'm saying?
For me, I'd feel like, 18. You're your own person. You're not an adult, right? Because like I feel like we're just now reaching a point in our lives where it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like every time you get a little older, you look back at the age that you were when you felt like you were like an adult, and you're like, I was a kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but are they really an adult if they're 18? Would they still live under your roof? Like, are they really on their own? Like,
I still live under my mom's roof. I don't even know if I'm an adult yet, but
no, I'm saying like in terms of turning 18, like, are you really like?
No, I look back at 21, and some of the shit I did then, I would never even fucking contemplate doing right now. Like,
I think so. So for me, with my child wanted to do an OnlyFans, right? And they are legal of age; they're 18, and they wanted to do it. At that point, right? You're your own person. You make your own choices. I would just ask to don't look at it as right now. I want you to look at it in the future. So, in 5-10 years from now, if this exists, would you be embarrassed? Would you like? I'm saying, would you rather you not have done this?
That's not gonna work.
No.
Well, their mentality changes like after 10 years. Like, you
I'm all I want to do is for them to think about the future and the kind of longevity of what this is, and what industry they're going to go into, right? So like if you're only doing this right now for money, but your goal is to become a lawyer somewhere or do something like that, like is this something that you're gonna be embarrassed of in the future, in whatever career you go to, right? is this in line with the career path that you want to go to anyways? Like, does this fit in with your career path? Just, I don't want this to be something that you regret later. Just think about it fully, and if it's still something you want to do, then go ahead, do your thing.
Yeah, but also, so OnlyFans, like
Just get
everybody
the fuck
thinks
out of
it's
my
just
house.
OnlyFans. OnlyFans people, they usually just think, oh, like nudity, nudity, nudity. Like there's girls making
Yep.
millions just doing feet pics. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it don't have to be nudes and stuff like that. So I feel like if I have my son's doing it, go ahead, buy. You feel me? Get all the hoes here. Just kidding, just kidding. But yeah.
Honestly, for me, like when you talk about the whole like, would you be embarrassed in the future shit? I'd just be like, hey, listen, no face, no case. They can't hold this against you in the future. That's it. Just keep it that way. Whether it's feet pics or like back shots, just no face, no case, bro.
Oh,
You went 0 to 100. If you picks the bag, so that's crazy. Would it be but would it hurt? Not that it would hurt, but would it be more difficult if you had a daughter doing this at 18 as opposed to having a son?
The thing is, like,
the sex.
of course you're gonna feel different. You know, whether people listening or people on the internet want to say it's right or wrong, you're gonna feel different if it's your son or your daughter having an OnlyFans. You're gonna feel different because, perfect example, your daughter has an OnlyFans. One of your friends are subscribed to her OnlyFans.
But what is she doing?
How you feeling?
How you feeling? Or just toes?
All right, but look, what if you have a son and one of your friends is subscribed to your OnlyFans?
Word. Yeah, that's crazy too.
I would still feel weird. I'll still be weird and be like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? But I would feel less weird if it was my son.
Yeah.
I would come up to you and be like, yo, you
good? Like,
yo,
you been gay?
You been gay this whole time? You been gay this whole time? Like, let's talk. Like if this is who you really are, you shouldn't be hiding it. Like, you just got to come out.
True.
You know what I mean, you gotta be happy, King. You know, live your truth, King.
Either of the two, I'm beating the brakes off of them. There's low key some kind of predatory shit to my kids. I'm like, nah.
Oh yeah.
You've been waiting for them to turn 18 to get this. Like, nah.
I thought you was talking about the kid. Like, you was gonna beat the shit out.
Yeah, I was about to say.
No. I mean, like my friend. My friend.
Yeah.
But nah. Speaking of, that's why we're speaking. Go ahead.
I would say tell him to come to Texas. We got it. For me. Yo! Shout out to my boy. He just won another gun on a raffle. He just won another gun on an Instagram raffle.
You dead ass?
Yes. This is his third gun in an Instagram raffle that he's won, bro.
Easy, bro.
3 my boy spent $75 and got 3 fucking Glocks.
Yo, he can resell that low key.
Yeah, what's the resale value? Like,
that's a lot.
Nah, my boy wants to have one in every single door. every door of his car, every door of his house. He wants all that shit.
That's crazy.
So come through because we fully loaded.
He gonna start giving them away for Christmas gifts. Like, oh, here, Timmy, you're 12.
Start them young. You're
Merry Christmas. So, to what Danny was saying, that kind of leads us into our first topic about OnlyFans. Bhad Bhabie breaks the OnlyFans record, which I don't know what it is, but
it's like $1 million.
She put up hours. She put up that she made an M in 6 hours.
Which also the gross pay, so she probably only seeing like 800K, but still a lot of money.
That's bro for 6 hours.
6 hours, yeah.
Photos, man. Like, let me see. So we have her breakdown up right now for people watching. We have it up for people listening. It's broken down for subscriptions, tips, her posts, messages, referrals, and streams. So as of right now, for subscriptions only, she's made $757,526. Right, and then she's made 8 cents. Yeah, you got to count the cents. For tips, she's made a little over $5,500, and then in messages, she's made $267,000.
What is messages?
So I don't know. This is what I heard from OnlyFans. I haven't been on OnlyFans. So message.
What they told you that? Told you?
I heard on the
yeah. What did Patricia tell you?
Yeah, Patricia wilding out here. So messages you can ask for like specific, like you can have a girl like moan your name or something, or like have something specific video.
Okay.
Yeah, like that. So
or
that makes sense. That is like
or you know they can send you a message with early release of their song. You know, that's the OnlyFans that they doing. You know, it's not just, you know what I mean?
For me,
All right.
But yeah. So in total, she's made a little over $1 million. Looks like $1 million
gross pay.
gross pay. You can't hate on that, bro. You can't hate on that, man.
I'm not hating on it, but it's weird. Like
The only thing that's weird is that there was people waiting for her to turn 18. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a little
they were, from my sports fans, they were redshirting her until she turned 18.
redshirting.
They were redshirting her until she turned 18. And as soon as she hit 18, they were on it.
Yeah, nah,
that's
a little creepy, a little pretty.
I mean, that definitely is creepy. I saw online they were making the argument that a lot of this content was filmed when she turned before she was 18, right? Because she turned 18 and then she dropped it, right? Which is like it's creepy if you're the guy who waits for somebody to turn 18 to sleep with them, right? To wait till they're legal, but like that's creepy already.
Yeah, nah, fam.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just mad creepy. You're like barely. You just turned 18, so it's
barely
like
scratching the surface.
These are the same people you don't want around the kids.
Yeah, exactly. Yo, you know what? That business would go under. I was thinking, yo, they should just put like who you subscribe to on OnlyFans, like who you subscribe to. That should be linked to your account or something. Like who you subscribe to, and everybody should be able to see it. Like, you know, on Instagram, who you follow.
Yeah.
Your OnlyFans, who you follow, so I can look and be like, all right, let me see who you want.
I mean, that's not even that bad of an idea. It keeps people in check. I mean, but it'll hurt business.
It'll hurt business, so they're not gonna do nothing like that.
True.
Yeah. I mean, I support the girl doing her thing. You know, she made an M in 6 hours. I don't know what the content looks like in there. You know what it is that she's doing. But you know, you guys support. You know what I mean? I haven't been able to make $1 million in 6 hours yet.
True.
You know what I mean? If she can do that. If I can put a picture up of me in shorts, like just shorts on my OnlyFans account and make an M, bro, I'm doing it.
Facts.
If I can put tidy whiteys and make $1 million,
tidy white
on OnlyFans, I'm doing it.
Bro, like, what if people want to see just one sack? Like, you wouldn't do it?
I'm doing it. What?
Absolutely.
$1 million in 6 hours? You want
un grano?
Yo, producer, can I see your response to that, please? Thank you.
Fam.
Yo, let it ride. Yo, he making money,
yo, fam, she knows what it is. Like, I make money, we make money.
You gotta pay the rent,
you see? She's like, she supports the coins. I mean,
yo, would y'all ever do OnlyFans?
She said,
"Get your bag, King."
She said, "Get your bag, King." You feel me? Both bags. I mean, one bag.
Would y'all ever do OnlyFans with your partner, or like if you're in a relationship? Would you guys ever do it?
Nah.
Like
what if you don't show your face? None, like both of you.
Like porn, but just no face, and it's on OnlyFans. You have to pay for it.
OnlyFans, yeah, or
so
yes,
OnlyFans you have to pay for it. Okay.
No face, no case, just putting shit out.
I feel like for me, like my following is just all my friends, so it'd be mad weird.
Nah, but like, what if you make great money though? Like if you make like high millions, like that's like tough. you put one video out just to test the waters, and it goes like crazy. Like,
all right, so the question is, if you know you sleeping with your partner on camera is gonna make, you know,
life-changing numbers.
Let's put up. It's gonna make you $3 million. Let's just gonna make you $3 million.
Mm-hmm.
Would you do that? And you don't have to show your face, or
just no, you don't show your face. Like they don't just.
And it's anonymous. Like it just goes up.
I don't know if that's how that works.
It doesn't work like that. But I'm saying, like in this scenario, like if it's just anonymous and nobody knows,
nobody knows, no face.
Like I'm not promoting it. I'm not promoting it on my Instagram or nothing like that. Maybe.
How about you, Steven? If you had a girl, like, what you think about it? Would you do it?
I don't know. I'd have to give some thought because, you know, I've always kept everything I do secret, so I don't know.
Nobody talk. let that breathe.
Nah, it's not that deep, but
ASMR.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. If it's anonymous and nobody knows it's you, and you're not posting anything like that, like you're not promoting it on your Instagram, it's just out there, and you make it. That's something to think about. You're gonna have to hide everything in your background though. You're gonna have to
Yeah.
like.
Wait, y'all see this background?
You're gonna have to go to like a hotel or something. Like,
So you're saying like if it was
nah, it's just the internet is the internet. Somebody's gonna be like, oh, that's the hotel on Smith Street. Like I've been there,
yeah,
and it's gonna
facts.
come
They
down. It's gonna be like,
facts.
oh, that's
hotel on Smith Street, fam.
I'm just saying, like
yeah.
that's how the internet
They're
works. They're gonna be like, oh, I've been there. You know, like I'm the one who left that, lollipop on the goddamn dresser. Like something like that is going to happen.
They're gonna
And they're gonna be
track
like,
a lot of
Yeah.
y'all on the dresser.
and then your friends are gonna be like, yo, that's the same birthmark you got on your leg, right? And I'm gonna be like, oh shit, like there you go.
yeah. Hey, you. If did you see? I forgot what the actor was, but the actor had like a live cam, like stationed somewhere, and it was just recording. Like it looked like the wilderness or whatever. And these like super smart, this group of like these super smart people went in, and they used like the stars and like kind of the sky and like the days and nights and like everything to calculate where he was, like where that thing was.
Mhm.
And they pulled up and they like shut it down or whatever. Like, or they did like, I don't remember what they did, but they came by and they fucking shut
Crazy.
the whole thing down. Like they just used the sky to find it.
Yeah,
Bro, that's crazy.
So if they
the,
can do
the
that,
internet gonna find you.
then they're gonna
there
see
is-
the reflection on the glass. They're gonna see, it's
There's
gonna,
no
have,
such thing as being anonymous.
it's gonna have to be like a prison. You're gonna have to walk in. You're gonna put all your belongings in a bag.
Mhm.
You gotta put a mask on, and then you gotta press the camera. Like, oh,
Not
even
even
then, even then, they're gonna track the IP address. Like,
Yeah, they're gonna tell you what camera you used. Like,
So you're saying if it was the other way around, like you had to promote it, you wouldn't do it probably?
nah, I wouldn't do it.
Nah,
Yeah, I
that's
don't think I would do it either.
that's weird.
If it's 100% anonymous and nobody's ever gonna know it's me, then yeah, I'll do it. $3 million, I'll take that. I'll do it twice a week.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
All right,
Yeah,
what's the
yeah,
next topic?
Chasing your dreams. Bad Bunny is heavy in wrestling. I've been seeing him come up. I follow him on Instagram. I've just been seeing all his videos of him just wrestling. I saw him with a title. I don't follow wrestling right now, but
Yeah, I don't really follow it either, but
he's a big fan, and now he's in there. He has a whole title.
it's one of
He's in WrestleMania right now. We're pulling up a video of. Is it a video? No, it's a picture.
pictures, just pictures.
It's Bad Bunny at the top rope, and I saw this. He like jumped out, and tackled like other wrestlers, and it's like it looks like my man's living out his dreams right
Wait,
now.
he was at WrestleMania, right? Wasn't
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
WrestleMania currently?
His
Yeah.
debut was at WrestleMania, I believe.
That's crazy.
That is fire.
That's
I like
feel
that
like
he
his-
just go ahead.
I feel like his character isn't like as like vibrant as his character is like for music and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he's wearing all black.
yeah. He's definitely kind of like
I thought the fit was gonna be fire. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I was looking forward to. Was like, oh, obviously, there's the whole wrestling part and like the moves he does. They were cool. I'm not into that. I just want to see what the fuck he was wearing.
yeah. Have you I haven't seen anything to pick up on his persona. I've only seen a few videos where he seemed to be like very serious.
Mhm.
And I've seen videos of him like punching dudes and shit like that. I think it's amazing, bro, for you to like get to a certain point in your career where you can kind of
Branch out.
live out your childhood fantasies,
Yeah.
right? I think that's amazing.
Like
What
were
are
you a teacher or?
Exactly. Like you get to a certain point where you can go back and revisit your hit list. Steven, what is some like, what are some childhood dreams and things that you may have that
I mean-
let's say you excel in your career and it allows you to do these things. What are some things you would probably go into?
I'm playing somebody in the NBA 1-on-1 for damn sure. But wrestling for me was growing up like a big thing. Like I was watching that shit regularly, playing the video games.
That's what I was.
As I got
gonna say.
older, it kind of died out. But like if you're asking me my childhood fantasy or dreams as a kid, then it would be like wrestling. Wrestling is definitely one of them. You're asking me now as an adult, probably be driving some kind of exotic car, probably going to the moon, some shit like that. Playing somebody 1-on-1 in basketball. I mean, a 5-on-5 would be better, but something along those lines.
I think I definitely, if I was a celebrity, I definitely would love to be in like the celebrity basketball game, like in the All-Star games.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I would definitely love to do that, like be in there and play ball. That would be amazing. Like you said, yeah, NBA, playing basketball with them. I definitely love to. It's not specific, but I definitely love to get into like movies and acting, like cameos and stuff.
Ooh.
That would be fire. Like to just see that whole world. I would probably like to jump and do everything, anything and everything that I can do. I'd want
Nah.
to do.
You try at
I,
least once.
I wouldn't do acting. Like, also I'm not really big on movies or anything like that. But I would definitely want to be on like Top Gear, MythBusters. I used to watch a lot of that shit growing
Fear
up.
Factor.
Fear
No, no.
Factor.
I mean,
Yo, y'all think I would do Fear
if
Factor? I
I would
think
do
I'd
Fear
do it.
Factor, I'd smoke that shit. The only things that would probably be difficult for me is anything, too high off the ground. But like bury me with snakes, I got it. Like,
I'll
go
eat a
ahead.
cockroach, yo. That shit got hella
I
protein.
eat 30. I'll eat 30.
For me,
It don't matter what you put on that plate. Like there was one where it's like a bull's testicle. I was like, that's easy money. Like I don't care what it is, dog.
You're gonna be like Dave Chappelle's skit. You can just be putting hot sauce on it, and you'll be eating
Yeah,
that shit.
Well, for him,
yeah.
it's ketchup. For Steven, it's ketchup.
Ketchup.
Lather with
No,
ketchup.
got your mayo,
Mayo
Mayo
ketchup.
ketchup.
mayo ketchup.
Listen, I just master taste.
Fear
Feel me?
Factor, bro. That's crazy. That was a time. Fear Factor.
Yeah, I would love to just do. I would love to just get my hands on anything and do everything that I can. I think that'd be real dope. Damn, I had one for you, Steven. I thought that would be good. Oh, you wouldn't want to make like a cartoon cameo and like a fucking anime and shit.
Oh yeah, that would be fucking fire. Like if I had
That
my
would be
own anime TV show, that'd be fire.
Your own
That'd be fire.
anime.
Yeah.
You'll write it. Would you like to write it, or would you
Nah,
want
I
to
wanna
be
pick
involved
one.
in? Would you want to be involved in the writing, or would you like
just want to be
like
in it.
you just want people to like to pitch ideas to you, and you pick which one you like the best, and then
Yeah, I would do that because anime is like a lot of them are kind of similar. Where you got this one great character who has siblings, who either the sibling kills everyone, et cetera, et cetera. But they're all kind of similar.
Okay. What would your anime be about? Do you know off the top of your head?
No,
Okay.
it'd be a ton of fucking like blood and gore and romance and like drama and sad stuff.
Is that all animes?
Blood, gore.
No.
Okay.
Some animes are comedy, like some animes are like rom-coms.
Yo,
Some
there's
animes are just all fucking sad.
Danny, do you watch anime too?
I do. I'm just not in it as much as Steven is. Like I've watched anime, I just haven't like gotten into it yet. But I really do want to because I like the storylines are really good. What I hear and what I see. So it's
I haven't given any of it a shot.
I saw
Listen, hold on. Go home. Right after this, you finish recording. Right when you hit that end record button at the top right there, go watch Tower of God. I promise you'll finish the whole thing today, and you'll never come back the same.
how many seasons is that?
Oh, that
Is it only one
that's what,
season?
that's what you told me last time, right? Tower of God.
Yeah, it's 13 episodes, but technically 12 because the 13th is like a recap.
Okay. How long are the episodes?
Give it a
An
shot.
hour or 20 minutes or 30 minutes?
15 minutes.
15? Oh, that's not bad.
Not in,
I give it a shot. I don't know if my girl's gonna want to do our $3 million OnlyFans movie after watching fucking anime all night. I don't know if that's gonna be an
Listen,
aphrodisiac.
if you finish that episode, you might not even. If you finish that anime, you might not even trust her at the end, bro.
Ooh,
Damn, that's crazy.
yo, hold on. Yo, Steven trying to break me and my girl up, yo.
Nah.
Yo, Steven trying to break us up.
Yo,
Steven want me back in the game.
Yo, don't put words in my mouth. I never said that.
Yeah.
yo, I saw like a clip of like a basketball anime. Are they all ass? Any like those basketball animes?
I gave that a try, and it was just too much for me. Like they're like yelling as they're like trying to shoot a free throw and shit like that. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. I can't do this. It's too dramatic for me.
Word. All right, cool.
Yo, Steven, let's pay some respect, yo.
So the man DMX.
To the boy, the dog. Yo, R.I.P.
But honestly, my favorite new piece on the soundboard is this one. I love that one, especially when I'm playing like video games and talking shit to kids. I just popped that off a couple times.
Yo, rest in peace to a fucking legend in the game, bro.
Nah, that shit had me honestly extremely fucking sad because so my cousins growing up, they lived here in Jersey. I lived in New York. Growing up in New York, I didn't listen to anything except for like what my neighbors listened to, which was Biggie and like Spanish music because of my parents. Other than that, like I didn't really listen to anything else. So besides like Biggie, DMX was like my introduction to like a variety of hip hop because my cousins listened to that shit. My cousin Ludi listened to that shit religiously. Like I'm telling you, I would go there He'd be playing Madden and popping a DMX or Eminem CD in, and this is all I listened to is DMX and Eminem growing up.
Facts, bro.
It's sad. I think it was sad because just his battle with addiction, and for him to go out this way, after he came out and like he came out of rehab, and then he did the verses, and like it seemed like he was coming back into like the limelight, and then everybody was like giving him his flowers at that time. Everybody was giving him his flowers, showing him a ton of love, and then for this to happen, it's super tragic and sad. But
Unfortunate.
a man with his faith and someone who spoke about God and spoke about even dying the way he did, you can only be sad like for the people around him, and not really sad for him because he knows where he's going. He has his faith on where he belongs, and what he needs to do now that he's transitioning, from the flesh, as he would say. So we can be sad about the story and how it ended, but we can be happy that he's now where he's always wanted to be.
I saw him on a podcast, and he said that if I died today, then I'd lived a happy life. So that's
he
what
did say that.
got to me. So that was like, yo, it's unfortunate, but at least he lived his life to the fullest.
I mean, there's that one picture where he has like half the population as one of his concerts.
Bro, that was 500,000 people, bro. Like,
yeah, that's insane.
Crazy, turned up, half the world. Like,
yeah, man, that's crazy. Like.
But so one of the things that like kind of bothers me is how supposedly he died of a drug overdose or whatever, but the way he got into like crack and shit like that was that
my God. Yeah,
he had never so I don't know where I read this from, or I don't know if it was Drink Champs too, because I saw that with Danny Drink Champs, where he was on Drink Champs, but he talks about how he never really smoked in his life. He ended up doing a robbery. Obviously you're high off of this adrenaline after finishing a robbery
right now, bro. Shit's
making money. Yeah. Making the money, and then you come back and the guy's like, oh, you want to smoke? So he gives him a blunt to smoke, and it ends up being laced with crack, and that's how he fell into that addiction and shit.
Bro,
that's
crazy. Him I think he said he was young, like 14, something like that.
He was 14.
And hearing him say that story, it wasn't on Drink Champs, it was on another show. But hearing him,
he did refer to it though on that podcast.
Oh, he did. Watching him like say it, and kind of seeing him choke up and kind of going through it and saying, hey, the best thing that happened to me, the best thing that happened in my life happened the same night that the worst thing happened in my life, because I think he said something that night he was able to spit like his like first bars like recorded, like he was able to spit a verse, and it was like a really good verse. And he said like the best thing in his life, music, happened that night, and the worst thing in his life, there's cocaine happened that night too. And for him to be a kid, and for this person who he looked to as like a brother, gave him a blunt that was just laced with the cocaine.
He didn't know it was laced. No, it was crack.
Crack. Well, the DMX didn't know, but this brother that gave him the blunt knew. He knew what was in there.
Yeah.
And it's just so unfortunate to like it wasn't even your decision. You know what I mean? To get onto this drug, it was just kind of put on you, and that's tragic to think about of a kid at that age. And then, what was that? 35 years later, still, struggling with that same drug. It's so
rest in peace to a fucking legend, a staple in the rap game.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
That music he made was fire, bro. Hit it one more time, Steven.
Yeah, and I think people gave him his flowers, and people gave him the love that while he was here.
Facts.
Bitch. Yeah, one more time before we move on.
Bro, it was different. Like, this music made you want to just get crunk, dude. The music wants you to just go all out.
Bitch. I don't know how we're gonna transition out this shit, but will.i.am from the Black Eyed Peas. I guess speaking of hip hop and music, will.i.am, which I feel like was like the perfect person for this. will.i.am is coming out with a $300 filtered mask that has Bluetooth in it. noise cancellation, and it has
Filter.
some like filtration system in it whereas you literally don't have to take it off because it has that filtration system in it. You know what I'm saying? You can breathe in it, and it looks
Yo, that looks fire.
fire. It looks OD fire. However,
Looks like an
I'm
Android.
not buying that shit. I'm not wearing that shit.
What if it was cheaper? Because it's $300. If it was like 100, would you got it? Would you get it?
I gotta see it. I gotta see the quality of it.
If it was 60, I'd say for sure. 100, I'd have to think about it.
Yeah, if it was 60, I'm getting it tomorrow.
Listen, I have
It was 100.
AirPods with Bluetooth. Like, I got a mask on right now. Like, I don't need all this.
I do, however, even though I'm not gonna buy this, I do think that this is a good idea, and I think this is a great business move because
Great business move. Yep.
after this pandemic, after this long year that we've had, a ton of people are gonna adopt this mask wearing that as part of their routine, as part of their lives. You know, much like the Asian community already had this part of their culture. Like if they didn't feel well, they'll put a mask on to go out. This is going to be adopted. People are going to be wearing masks. I have a cousin that works in New York and lives in Jersey. And he, when he was working in New York, he told me that he takes the subway and everything to go there, and that he's never going to get back in the subway without a mask. Like he's never going to do that ever again. So like there's going to be people like that are going to look at something like this and be like, okay, I can throw this on and I can go out my entire day without having to take it off, you know?
Do you think go ahead.
No, I was like, I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good business move. That price point is gonna be a certain tier, certain level of people that are gonna be wearing that. You know, you're not really gonna be, your demographic is not really gonna be lower class. You know, it's because like Steven said, like we just throw our headphones on and put a regular mask on. Like we don't need this. Right.
You think it's perfect timing to drop it, or you think it could have been maybe earlier or a little later on?
I don't know how long it takes to develop something like that.
Yeah, just true.
But if it would have came out earlier, hell yeah. If it would have came out like a few months ago,
probably would have been crazy.
That would have been a whole.
Yeah, a lot of the states are like fuck masks and just opening up completely. You know, so like
telling me
the guy who
I think it's dope, but I just the $300 I'm not.
Yo, quick side note. When I was at the bar yesterday, I felt like the only fucking liberal with my mask on. Nobody else was there. It was just with a mask, just me. And I would go to the bathroom, and like I put my mask on to go to the bathroom, and I would go in, and like you know, in the men's bathroom is urinals, and people are right next to each other. I'm like, yo, we're all like literally like shoulder to shoulder, like with a little plastic thing, like shorter than us, blocking us. And like nobody has their mask on. Like everybody's just talking, freaking sneezing, coughing on each other. And I'm like, okay. But I did see a stat, you know, I'm stat man. I did see a stat that said one in every 4 Americans is now vaccinated.
That's dope.
So before when I used to see somebody not wearing their mask, I'd be like, oh, you're gonna die. I used to be like, you're gonna kill your family. All right, you're gonna kill your family, whatever. Now I'm training my brain to think when I see somebody without a mask anywhere, I'm like, oh, you got the vaccine. Oh, no, you got the vaccine.
Yeah, you're in Texas. Ain't nobody got the vaccine.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody wearing the vaccine.
Hey, I'm trying to put that in my brain. Like, oh, you're being responsible. You just got the vaccine. You know what I'm saying? You're not.
Yeah. Even after this pandemic ends, y'all wearing masks?
If I'm wait, see,
I'm being honest. I don't think so. I don't want to. But yeah,
see, did you get your second shot?
Yeah, did you get it?
Did I get my what?
Your second shot?
Second shot?
No.
Are you scheduled to do it?
I think I have to something about training or some shit like that. I don't know.
Because I think you're supposed to get it like you get your shot and then they make an appointment for like 4 weeks after. Because over the weekend, not this weekend, I think it was last weekend, my mom, my aunt, and my sister's boyfriend, they all got their first shot, and then 4 weeks later they made it like they do an appointment so you could take the second one. So I was just
so I don't think the first shot was for COVID. I think I got the hepatitis one. I don't know. I have a long list of fucking vaccines I have to get for work. So I'm just pulling up whenever they tell me.
Yeah, I had to get 2 vaccines for work, and then they said that I couldn't get the COVID vaccine until like 4 weeks. I had to wait 4 weeks. So
I heard the COVID vaccine turned Lil Nas X gay. All right.
It turned them into the devil too, right?
Yeah. We're done with the Will.i.am mask. We're done with the mask.
Wait. Are you guys wearing it after the pandemic? You said no, Christian. Danny?
After, no, I'm good.
Nah, I don't think so. I think I'll be alright, and I might be
Honestly,
vaccinated by then. So
I like the idea of wearing masks. Like, you can also, one, it's probably be a dope fashion piece. Two, no one can tell what facial expression I have. You know what I'm saying? I like that in public, where it's like, oh, I can tell you to suck my dick without you fucking seeing that I'm telling you to suck my dick.
Oh, and then they can't tell that your beard is all fucked up.
Yeah, that's also true. You feel me?
like a freshly shaved fucking Gucci.
And also it keeps you hella warm. I don't know. I fuck with this shit.
Yeah, in the cold in the summer, you gonna be sweating.
Oh, no, in the summer, you're right. I probably won't wear it at all.
Facts.
Yeah.
That shit.
Nah, bro. The moment I don't need to wear, I'm not wearing that shit.
I be seeing people play ball with masks on. I'm like, yo, you better pass out.
I went to an AAU game on Saturday. Like, I went. A friend of mine, her son is in AAU, and we went to watch him play.
Like, really young, or how young were these kids? Like,
he's like a freshman.
Freshman. So it's not bad.
And we went, and there was people playing in the game. Like, nobody had their mask on. There was only like maybe three kids with a mask on, and they all had it under their chin in the game.
What's the
like
point,
they had like the surgical mask under the chin, and they were just playing the fucking back and forth 5-on-5. I'm like, fam, just put it in your pocket, bro. Like,
put it in your pocket.
It's crazy. But yeah, nah, the moment that there is no threat, I'm not wearing that shit, bro. And I only I'm only like wearing it now, really, because I don't want to hurt the people in my household.
Would you wear a dress?
Would I wear a dress? You know, if I'm paying tribute to, Kurt Cobain, you feel me? Then I might.
So are you buying Virgil's dress?
I might buy it for my shorty, you know what I mean?
I'm buying it.
Oh, that's not even a bad idea.
My shorty, you know what I mean? Frida.
Frida.
But talking about dress, Kid Cudi wore a dress to, what was it, SNL?
Yeah, SNL performance.
Saturday Night Live. So Cudi wore a dress while he was performing. Everybody was going crazy. Then it came out that he was actually playing tribute to Kurt Cobain. If you're watching, you can see we have a side-by-side with Kurt Cobain and Kid Cudi. You can see the print is exactly the same or similar. I would say that I would probably wear Kurt Cobain's dress over Cudi's dress, because Cudi's dress, he look like a dyke right now with this dress on. Versus Kurt Cobain.
Nah, Kurt Cobain's is fire. It's like
I'm saying like it's like a romper. I can kind of.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was like, it was like a romper, but like
trying to get away with that. You know what I'm saying? I can freak it, like, you know what I mean?
Y'all would wear.
Steven, he doesn't look like a dyke. He looks like a fucking dyke with that shit on.
No.
I didn't see this. Look, he's like
the one with the green jacket is fire.
Ooh, Chris Farley.
So you see, he also wore this green jacket, paying homage to Kurt Cobain during Kurt Cobain's MTV Unplugged album, that performance, which is really good. I recommend it. Check out Kurt Cobain's MTV or Nirvana, MTV Unplugged. That is real dope. So yeah, he's playing tribute to Kurt Cobain and Chris Farley. What do y'all think about wearing a dress on stage to pay tribute?
I thought it was cool. I don't really have an issue. Some people are like, "Oh, he's pushing some kind of transgender agenda," and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that means. But
what is that?
I don't know what the fuck it means.
Transgender agenda.
I don't know, bro. People just put the word agenda after anything and try to make it seem evil, dog.
I think any group of people just want to be treated equally. Yeah. And when you put agenda, it kind of makes it what's the word, like cynical. Kind of makes it like maybe there's something cynical. Behind it. And it's like,
y'all would wear male rompers? What's up? Like, we could put them up to the beach?
No,
I'd wear it on my OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. Y'all would wear male rompers? Come on, fam.
Nah,
I'm good on that.
Would you rather wear this or the dress?
I don't even wear sweatsuits, like, matching sweatsuits. I don't do that. I think that shit is corny.
This or the dress, fam. You gotta pick one.
Sweatsuits is fire.
I'd rather wear this or the fucking dress. Honestly.
I can't wear like matching sweatsuits.
Is that a guy? Oh,
you look like
a girl. Like, oh, that's the long sleeve. Yo, we about
to let me see.
Christian, you about to order it? Like, what's up?
Yo, low key, this one looks better. This one looks like
that looks like a
bro. You look like you're gonna clean the bathrooms at Amboy High. What do you mean?
You look like a janitor, bro.
But I'm gonna clean it fly. I'm gonna look fly while I clean it. You know what I mean?
All right, so this or the dress, male romper or a dress?
I'm wearing the.
You gotta pick.
I'm gonna throw
I'm
the
wearing the.
romper on.
I'm gonna throw the romper on with the fucking blazer like that guy.
Hey, that's
I'm
good.
gonna throw the romper on, or if I can wear Kurt
Bro, he got a
Cobain's dress,
blazer.
if I can wear the Kurt Cobain dress, the romper
Mhm.
one, I'll wear that shit and just go real like punk rock Nirvana with it.
True.
Dirty Chucks, fucking Kurt Cobain's glasses. You know what I mean? Let's go.
Kurt Cobain.
Y'all fuck with Kurt Cobain. Y'all like Nirvana?
I've never really gave him a listen to.
You should. I really fuck with him. I mean, it might make you want to kill yourself. So I don't know if you want to.
Wow, that's my favorite type of music, dog.
Oh, then yeah, I
like
should
it.
listen to that.
I listened to a
listened
few
to-
songs, but I don't like follow. You know what I'm saying? I listened to a few songs, but I wasn't into it. Crazy.
Bro, I played one song in Christian's car while we were in Florida. I played Blue Dream, and as soon as they started screaming, Christian was like, "No, cut this off."
Fucking yeah, we're I was obsessed, and it sounds like weird me saying it now, me thinking about it now, but I was obsessed. Of course, during high school, I went through that phase with Nirvana where I was obsessed with Nirvana. I think a lot of kids go through that phase, but I went through a phase where I really liked. It's gonna sound sick, but I really liked Kurt Cobain's like Suicide Letter. Like there's a line in the Suicide Letter that was like fire to me, and I've never forgot it.
What is it? Do you remember?
Yeah, it's like he says, "It's better to burn out than to fade away," something like that. And then you put it in the context of the Suicide Letter. Because it's better to burn out than to fade away.
What track is this? I'll listen to this shit.
Well, that was his Suicide Letter. Like when he killed himself, that was his Suicide Letter. It was better to burn out than to fade away. Yeah, I don't know why I always like that line. That's kind of weird. That just kind of stuck to me.
I mean, one thing. So the reason I don't really like listen to new artists is because like if I go on Apple Music, right, it's like the essentials. I don't like listening to like their top tracks. I always feel like they're not the best tracks. You know what I'm saying? Like my favorite DMX track, right, is "Slippin'," but it's not on his essentials list. You know
it's
what I'm
not.
I feel like that's it. No, "Slippin'" is not.
Really? That's like
on Apple at least. It's not on his essential list.
Because I feel like that's like that when I think DMX, like that's the song that comes to mind. Slipping, falling,
Can't get up.
Well, but when we get out of here, I'll send you a few of my favorite like Nirvana songs.
All right,
we can listen to.
Well, Danny's away. I guess we'll move on to the next one, which on Monday came across a picture. Do we have the picture of prisoners in St. Louis rebelling against? It's a video. Well, either or. Rebellion against the justice system as always because that shit's fucking rigged. But basically, people in St. Louis are dying. Prisoners in St. Louis, I should say, are dying. Rebellion. They're looking for some kind of fucking. What's the word I'm looking for?
And let's be clear. When we say the words prisoners, some people might automatically assume like criminals. Let's be very clear. These are people waiting on their trial.
Yeah.
So these are potentially innocent people in prison right now. Steven, break it down. What's going on? So for starters, these are people in prison waiting for their trial.
So because of the pandemic,
yes.
So because of the pandemic, these people have been serving longer time than normal, or have died because of the pandemic in prison, and also they keep pushing back their court date because of the pandemic. So it's like people have been in here for over the years, waiting for trial, and it keeps getting pushed back because of the pandemic, which is extremely fucked up.
Wow, that's crazy. And they start breaking windows and.
So before we get to like what we're looking at and what's going on right now and the rebellion that's happening, put it in context. Like being in prison is not a walk in the park. Being in prison is not like waiting in line. When you're waiting on your trial, it's not like waiting in line in the DMV. Like you're in jail, and everybody's here seeing fucking prison movies and shows and stuff like. And we've seen real life events where someone is in there during their waiting for their trial, and they just have to do what they have to do to stay alive while in prison. So like someone who potentially, is an innocent man or woman is in jail, and them being in there for so long, just the environment that they're in caused them to get into more trouble. And now they're stuck in the system. Now they're labeled a criminal because of something they had to do in jail.
Yeah.
And then they're just stuck in that system and it keeps going. So for them to be pushing out these trials, and I'm sure there's some reason that they're saying for that they're pushing it out, right? The pandemic or whatever it is that they can't do. But there's got to be some sense of urgency here to get these people through trial. And if they're criminals, then boom, put them in. But you gotta.
What's crazy is this probably isn't the only place. It's probably the only place to fucking make a show. You know what I'm saying? Like they started breaking glass, and then they started getting watered down, lighting things on fire, getting watered down by the fire department. So they went to the other side of the building and broke the glass over there. Like
that's crazy.
They're just drawing attention, and I feel like that's where awareness is kind of important.
And what's unfortunate is now, those prisoners awaiting trial, potentially innocent prisoners, and don't get me wrong, some of them might have did the crime, I'm sure, but the innocent ones are now going to be attached. There's going to be another fucking law crime or anything attached to them now. Once this rebellion, that they're going to get another thing attached to them, and they're going to get more time, or somebody who may have be innocent in there is now going to get time for doing this, for a rebellion and taking an officer and breaking windows. Like, it's just an all around unfortunate thing.
You imagine being innocent, your roommate goes and brings a hostage officer into your cell, bro.
That's crazy.
What?
Like, yo, you've been good the whole time, and he does this. Imagine the time. Like, they're not gonna believe you and be like, "Oh, I had nothing to do with it." You know what I'm saying? That's what they're expecting you to say,
bro.
The time you're gonna get is insane.
It's
crazy. And everything is like, if someone snatched up an officer and brought him into your cell, that means that you can't just run and tell another officer like, yo, that means that everything is an uproar. Like, everything's on fire. Like, there's nothing you can do. You just got to sit there. You know what I mean?
It's a crazy
imagine you're in your cell and your roommate's like, yo, watch him. What do you do? Like,
you got to tell them, listen, I don't want nothing to do with this. Once your cellmate leaves, you got to tell the officer, listen, I don't want nothing to do with this. Whatever we got to do to get you home safe. I'm saying I have nothing to do with this. When they're around, I'm gonna act. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got something to do with this, but I'm with you. You know what I mean? I'm with you to the end. I'll keep you safe. That's gonna be me right there. That's gonna be me right there. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, yo. I'm not doing that shit. You crazy? I'm 6'9", out the ass in this bitch. Yo, all y'all out
the ass.
Hell no.
Nah.
I mean, it's hard enough to go to jail. It's hard enough to go to jail. Like, it's like a crazy mental battle just being in jail, and then like also being in jail during COVID is fucking 10 times worse.
We all seen the stories come out of the lack of healthcare being provided, the lack of precaution being provided to the prisoners in these jails. That's fucked up.
I mean, so there was a recording of like a video I think I seen. One of the cellmates was like, "Oh, we don't have anything personal against this CO. It's just he happens to be in the crossfire, and it's his life, and yeah, they got to make the statement. I get it.
I mean, you can only push. I mean, that goes back to the peaceful protests and also the riots that were happening during the pandemic. Is you can only push a group of people so much. You can only push them so far until something's got to give, and it's not for us to judge what the reaction is when they've been oppressed and pushed and marginalized for generations. Like, it's not on us to say like they reacted wrong. It's like, yo, if people have been killing your family members and people that look like you for generations, right? If someone turned around and fucking threw a Mazel Tov into a fucking Louis Vuitton store, that's the least of the worries here. Like, you're gonna judge someone who fucking their reaction is to fucking break a window. Like, that's the least that they can do is break a fucking window after seeing their people being murdered generation after generation and nothing happening about it. Fuck out of here. Let's move on, yo. I wanted to ask you guys because I was talking about this with a few of my friends and I wanted to bring it to the chat. And it's about money or happiness, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm asking you guys, first of all, what do you value most right now at this point in your life? What are you valuing most? Your happiness or money? Like, are you going to do a job or be in a job that you're miserable in and make, the money that you want, a sufficient amount of money, whatever it is? Or, are you taking your happiness? Are you going to take a job that makes less as long as that job is the one that's making you happy?
So with me, my happiness is valued more because my last job before COVID hit, I was making good money, like really good money, but like I wasn't happy at all. Like I was literally miserable every fucking day. One, long hours. Two, management was ridiculous.
You,
Like it
you
was
know,
just really bad. Like
let me stop you, Danny. You know what's crazy? Like I never knew you were miserable in your last job. And we're friends, like we're best friends. Like all of us in the group chat, like I never knew you were miserable in your last job.
I was making.
Yo, check on your friends. Go ahead. What are you saying?
True, that's true. But nah, I was making really good money, but like I was just really fucking like every day was like mad stressful. Management sucked. Like they didn't care about anything. Like they treated their employees like shit. So, um, I was looking for jobs, but I was kind of like procrastinating so I could come back to the to Jersey. But then like COVID hit, and then I got furloughed, and then my mom had like a couple health problems, so I'm like, fuck it. Like I think this is like the perfect opportunity. I'm making great money, yeah, but like I'm fucking miserable. I'm alone over there. Like I don't have no friends. None of my family's over there. Like I don't know. It kind of took a toll on me mentally a little bit, and then COVID hit. So I decided just to move back, fuck it, and find something over here.
So currently in in the place that you are in life right now, you're taking happiness over money. Okay.
Yeah, at the moment,
So,
absolutely.
Steve, I turn it to you.
So when I was younger, I'm sure we've had this argument before. I brought it up in the group chat because I had the argument in person with other friends, but it was like, oh, does money buy happiness? And at first, I always said, of course it does. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like this just money does buy happiness, but now I don't really agree with that. You
I
know, when
think
you
money
ask other,
buys. I think money buys temporary happiness.
yeah, for sure. But like last, I got unemployed because of the fucking pandemic or whatever. So I realized that I still wasn't unhappy, you know what I'm saying? Like I still saw my family every fucking day. And then especially when they're all here, it's like there's no amount of money that could take me away from them. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to like there's like a balance, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like family just weighs more, which obviously contributes to like the happiness and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
So that's how you feel right now. So have both of you feeling, you're taking happiness over the money.
Well, also I like as a kid, how many times did we call out to go to a party instead? You know what I'm saying? There was no way we were picking money over happiness.
Yeah,
Even
but
though we said it, even though we thought it.
yeah, how? Yeah, I mean, we were kids doing that.
I'd do it today. Danny did it last week.
That's a fact.
um,
Allegedly.
allegedly, yeah.
Allegedly.
If Danny's employer is watching, allegedly.
That's a fact. They watch my shit.
This this is just for content. This is not true. This is just for content.
Hypothetically.
All we do
It
is
wasn't
lie
on
on
Thursday.
all we do is lie on here.
Facts.
Okay.
How about you? How about you?
So for me, I also value my happiness. However, I can't just say, forget the money. I have a certain amount of money that I need to make, before I can start thinking about happiness. So if I'm being realistic, I need, for me, just for what I'm looking at in my life, my expenses, I have a home, like there's a certain amount of money that needs to come into my account every month. And as long as that number hits, then we can start talking about happiness. But if that number doesn't hit,
But
then
you don't need these things.
yeah, okay. If we want to, I don't need. I can give all of it away. But it's not what I want. I want this house. That's it. Like
But you don't.
other than that, like I want this house. Like it's an investment. I come from, I'm the firstborn. I'm the first American, right? I'm the first generation born here. I'm looking at this kind of as something I can pass down. My family has. I guess this is part of the pressure of being like the first in my family, like born here, and kind of taking. My my mom put, worked hard, all her life, so we can kind of take advantage of, being here in America, right? My brother also did that. My sister did that. So I'm in a position where like I was able to benefit from, the groundwork that they put down. So for me, I have that pressure of I need to be successful. I need to start this generational, you hear all the time, generational wealth, but I need to start this for my family. So I have that pressure always in the back of my mind. So even though I value happiness more, I'm constantly playing. It's a constant seesaw for me. I'm constantly in this seesaw of, trying to be there, trying to excel financially, and like still being happy with what I'm doing.
Yeah, but so at what point does it, like, where do you draw the line? Like, if you're making this money, yes, you have the house, and you have like a car, like a new car, I think. But at what point does your happiness outweigh your?
I can care less about the car. Like, you can have that back.
It was just like so the house mainly. The house mainly. So at what point do you like? Although, like right now, let's say you were miserable at your job, would you take a bit of a pay cut just to be less stressed, a little bit more happier?
I'm never against doing that, right? Like, I was making more money before. So do you guys remember when I was traveling all the time?
Yeah.
I was making a shit ton of money doing that, right? But I was also breaking my back. I was working long hours. There was not, mornings where I'd wake up and I don't know what town I'm in. I don't know like what city am I in today. And there was sometimes where I woke up and I thought I was home, and I'd get up and I'm like, oh shit, I'm in
Hey Siri, what town am I in?
Yeah, like I'm in Kentucky. Like, and a year of my life went by like that. I blinked and it was gone. And I was like, oh shit. Like,
what did you feel at that point?
I felt like I can't do this anymore because one, I'm unhealthy because I'm working crazy hours and I'm eating shit for a whole year. Right. Two, I'm not seeing my family at all. Right. All I'm doing is working long hours. I'm not talking to anybody. Right. I'm not involved in the group chat. So I don't know if you guys noticed, like I wasn't really in it in the group chat for that whole year. My family, my parents, my girl, like I wasn't really being able to spend that time with them, and that didn't make me happy. I wasn't happy. So I made the choice to no longer work in that department of my job and take a job elsewhere to take a pay cut. So I took that pay cut to, be happy, but it was enough to cover what I felt I needed, to live my life. We all have that number. Like, what's the number that you need, that you'll be comfortable with? So that's what I'm saying. It's a seesaw for me. Like, I need to make this. Anything after that is up for debate. Like, we can discuss it. Like, if it's not making me happy, it's not worth it.
So are you okay right now? Are you okay? Like right now, are you like okay? Like the money is enough for you to be able to?
Yeah, like I'm blessed right now. I'm blessed. There's people that lost their jobs. I've never lost my job during the pandemic. Like you said, I just said both of y'all lost your jobs during the pandemic. I was blessed to not have to do that. So yeah, I'm happy where I'm at. I'm not what's the word? I'm not content. What's it, content? Like I'm not gonna stay here for where I'm at forever. I want to move forward, but. Yeah, Steven, for now, I'm straight. Steven, right. You were gonna say something?
Yeah, Steven. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember now. I don't remember.
My fault. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. Comment down below. What do you think about money and happiness? If you made it this far,
let us know if you lost your job during COVID.
Or do all that shit, Steven.
Where you at now?
Steven, send us out.
All right, ladies. Well, gentlemen on this chat. Familia, muchas gracias. Thank you. Let us know what you thought. Comment down below. Subscribe. You know the deal. Send us an email. Fuck it. Send us that too. Honestly, has anybody checked that shit?
The email, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you do? Yeah. Well, yeah.
We check it, guy.
It was like,
but take off your mask real quick.
Yeah, look. All right. I'll see y'all next week.
Hi, y'all. What's up? Yeah. We'll give it to you. Easy, yo. Hi.
Yeah.